All right, we're good. People can hear us now.
Oh shit, it's live.
It is.
What
It,
up,
it is.
fam?
It is live. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Almost thought it was the weekend because I'm off.
Lucky
But
ass. I still got tomorrow.
yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's make sure we are good. I would be streaming to both Facebook and Twitter, or not Twitter, to Twitch. But unfortunately, something happened with the multi-streaming server. At least for me, to where I
F.
can't connect to it. But it's okay. It's fine.
F's in chat. Come on, F's in chat.
All one of you so far. Come on, F in the
All
chat.
fucking one of you.
I need an F for every person who would be here.
Oh my god. So that's about what 7 billion F's.
Probably.
Fuck, bro. You're fired, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Says we got 3 now. So
Okay,
if you're,
good.
if you're there, what up for like the second time?
Hey, what's crack-a-lackin', fellers? Let's see. Who else
What
should
up,
there?
fam? How are we doing?
What up, squad?
Hello, doggy. How goes?
How goes it, my pal? Good doggo.
How goes it, my constituents?
My steed.
Oh my god. This is already setting the fucking tone for this.
Oh my god. And then it's just gonna get really serious and sad for like a while, and then it'll just come back up. It's like the Shrek musical.
Dude, so there's this fucking Shrek thing I watched the other day. So okay, this like group of like 200 graphic designers and video people like remade
Christ.
Shrek.
Oh god.
It's on YouTube and it's like the scariest thing I've ever watched. It's like scene by scene the fucking movie, but it's like all these different animators doing their own animation for each scene. And it's about as disturbing and as fucking strange as you can imagine it to be.
Oh, that sounds like a dream come true. I don't know what you're talking about.
I will link you it on the side because I
Good.
feel everyone needs to watch it. I just hope you have an hour and a half to spare for this kind of
Of course.
mess.
Of
It's a
course.
fucking mess, bro.
If I have time to spare to watch Shrek the musical, which is good by the way, all memes aside, it's actually a really good musical, I promise.
How-
I could spare some time for.
Okay, so there was like legit a Shrek musical.
Yeah, no, I'm dead ass serious. I've even seen it live, like at my wife's old school that she used to go to. Which, fun fact, if you know who Matlika is, they went to school
Yes.
together.
No shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's
Nice humble
neat.
brag, bro.
I don't got much going on for me, but I got the little things.
It's the little things in life.
All right, guys. So you
Li-
thought this was gonna be an interview, but we're actually now gonna watch Shrek Retold, in its entirety all together. So
live reaction commentary to Shrek Retold. Fuck yeah, dude. What up, gamers?
Hey, what's up, Alex Pat 1996? That's my birth year, boy.
Hey, that's my little brother.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
At least family arrived. At least someone did.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like most of it's going to be people from on your side cuz like I don't know, man. Facebook and me, as much as like
Nah, dude. Listen.
I'm
We're
on
getting you
it.
to we're getting you to affiliates
It's
today.
true.
It's gonna
We're going to
happen.
try. We're going to try to.
We got 7 viewers. We can get there. What all does that even take nowadays? It can't be that
Do we have
much.
7?
Yeah, we do.
What the heck?
On my screen, we do.
What the hell? I don't know
I
why it's
know.
not showing on my end. It's not
Oh,
updating.
apparently they all disappeared because
Oh
that was
yeah.
only 3.
Okay, I was like, showing like 2. But no, that's fine. Anyway, I guess we could just go ahead and get started with it and go with it. And people show up, they'll show up. I'm
And
here
also,
too,
Emily is
Andrew.
here.
Yay!
What up? What up? How you doing? Hope all's well.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, so yes, today I'm here with Andrew Patterson of Yunalesca, formerly of And Hell Followed With. I always get it wrong, so I was corrected earlier, and it's fine.
Yeah, you're not allotted any more mess ups.
It's
I'll throw
okay.
you out if you are.
You'll throw me out of my own stream. It's fine. I understand.
Gone, booted. Goodbye. Till
Just
next time.
leave. Be gone. Taught.
Be gone. Fuck.
Oh, women are queens!
Oh God, is this where this is going? Because
Yeah, of
I
course.
definitely want off this ride if that's where this is going.
No. But
It,
Yeah. So, how long have you been working on this Yunalesca project?
Um, so it wasn't like officially a project till probably after the last Unhealth Fall with tour I did, which was right at the beginning of Corona. So that was like beginning of March. I basically what happened was like a little before that last tour I did. I had this feeling to try to get back into guitar because I've played guitar for like a decade, which not a lot of people know
Oh.
because I've been like I know right. I've been like I've been it's such an on and off thing and I've never really pursued it to the point like I have with vocals, which obviously the vocal I pursued vocals so hard because well it actually fucking did something for me. So naturally you're gonna pursue what works best for you. But no, it's like it's always been an on and off thing, and I've always had a lot of fun trying to get into it and trying to just play guitar, and I've always enjoyed solid riffs. So just basically right before March, like I was just like, ah, fuck it, I'm gonna sell all my gear, and I bought a Strandberg and ended up buying a second one, and then I had like a song or two that I was kind of working on before the tour, and then I got back, and then obviously just the state of things are obviously chaotic as hell,
Oh yeah.
and I was just like, well, there's no better time than ever to keep myself occupied, so let's just see what happens. And I took like the two ideas I had for the songs, manifested them into full songs, and I just kind of kept going from there. So really, I mean, the project's only been a thing for like 6 months. And I've currently got a single we're doing a music video for this
Ooh.
weekend. We're going to be. Then I have the album, which is going to be about 10 songs I want to put out by the end of the year. And then I've got about 5 or 6 other demos I'd like to work on and have at the first half of next year. So I've been busy with this for the last 6 months for sure.
Oh, definitely. I like didn't really hear from you a lot like on Facebook. Then again, it could have just been Facebook like not showing
Nah,
me
dude.
stuff
I
cuz it does that a lot.
no man, from basically from like April until I don't know, probably like July, I maybe shared like 2 or 3 of my friends' things and then I shared some stuff from like being at one of the protests in my town.
Mhm.
And then that was really about all I've done posting wise. And it was a kind of a culmination of things. It was it's like at that point in time, obviously, like, I had mentioned that I quit in Health with in June, and that's when the protests were happening. So at that point in
Yeah.
time, in my mind, I was like, look, let's take a step back from social media. Let's kind of just rendezvous away from this, kind of recollect, and then go from there. And then it was also a matter of, with all the protests going on, man, like there were black voices and more important voices to needed to be heard at that time than mine. Like I had thought about trying to like release more covers or something during all of this and not try to
Yeah, and
occupy my time
then
that way. But I wouldn't have felt right doing that. Like
it was
there was
I feel like when that whole like the George Floyd thing started, I feel like that was a very like intense moment not only for the like black community but like even in the music industry and stuff because there was people who were maybe unintentionally maybe intentionally trying to capitalize off of it or like doing kind of
yeah,
what
no
they
doubt.
think was helping but in reality it was kind of like why.
Yeah, man, it's honestly I find it hard to gauge because there's people. Well, you can't even really tell who's who, but like
Yeah.
there's instances where it's just like, okay, this is like for the better good, and then it's like,
Mhm.
okay, now you're following that trend and trying to market off of people's lives, and it's
Yeah.
just like I don't know, man. So that's why I ultimately like didn't really bother doing anything
Yeah.
musically regarding that time, and honestly, I needed the break. Like social media is kind of a cancer as it is.
A little bit,
So it's
yeah.
just like you kind of have to step back every once in a while and just focus on what's right in front of you, and that was really most of what it was for me.
I mean, honestly, all I use Facebook for the most part is just music related items and the
Yeah.
occasional meme. That's kind of it. Honestly, I don't care what anybody else says. My algorithm is good on TikTok. I always get the memes, the chef's kiss memes.
God damn it.
So it's all about who you follow. If you follow cosplayers that do the like sometimes a little cringy stuff, that's what you're gonna get. I don't know what else to tell you. You gotta follow the good stuff. You gotta follow the spicy memes.
I don't have a TikTok yet, but one of my
It
best
might not be
friends
worth it
does.
anymore because it's still gonna get banned.
It's one of
It
those
might take
things, man.
longer because
But every
TikTok's actually fighting
like
it, but
every time I go over to my buddies, which is like once or so a week, dude, like one of the first things that fucking happen is like him and his wife both like, okay, you have to look at all these TikToks we saved. It's just like
bro,
it's just like God damn it, it's just so funny.
oh my god. Ten Dick Turtle gives a lot of hearts. Thank you. I'm
I'm
assuming that's
I'm
for
assuming
Andrew and not me. But
I'm assuming that's Turtle, and if it is, what's up, homie? And I was actually gonna say, Emily, yes, you are correct. That will be Saturday. I'm pretty stoked about that. I've worked with Jun before, and that dude fucking shreds. He's from the Philippines, and I'll go ahead and find a link real quick so we can throw that in the chat for his YouTube because that single will be dropping there. So I'll be sure to get that together for everyone. But yeah, I do have a single coming out on Friday as a little
oh,
collab. It's just a little collab between me, June, and my my buddy Logan Adams from Eternal Void.
the
So let me
week
get that link.
the weekly
Yes,
TikTok breakdowns don't lie.
no, that's what I'm talking about. That's my boy. Like, him and his wife are always showing me the memes, dog.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, TikTok's got some fire memes. You gotta get through the algorithm. I promise, it's there. I get prequel memes out the wazoo, and it's great. Star Wars memes are everything.
Fuck yeah. So that link is in the comments. Go ahead and sub to him. We will have a single on Saturday. We'll be sick.
Andrew should have
Man,
very at least put
fuck
the
that.
sneeze
I'm
meme.
so over it, dude.
What you
I
mean? You
think
don't want to just?
it's actually funny. I think I actually hid it on my Facebook because I was kind of sick of it.
I mean, I get
Like,
I get that people are trying to get the because listen, now all of a sudden, ever since Taylor started doing the TikToks on on TikTok,
yeah,
Taylor from Left to Suffer,
the
bro.
boy,
Now
dude. He's so fire.
everybody he's really seemed like a really genuine nice dude, which I like. I like seeing people who
Yes.
like interact with their fans and are real with them. Like,
Nah, dude, he's fucking wholesome. I met him in Georgia on the first and Hell Followed With tour, and he like the second I met him, he was fucking lighting me up with just compliments, and it was like, dude, like calm down, like you're so nice, stop it. And then
yeah,
he actually showed us some Left to Suffer tracks at that point in time. That's when I fucking knew those boys were going places.
oh
I was
yeah,
like, I was like, ooh, dude,
yeah,
like every time I listen to Burden and that pick scrape breakdown, I'm like, fuck,
yeah. Taylor's got
on
the like
fire, dog.
Taylor's vocals are definitely like the now thing. Like, I feel like that's kind of
I
deathcore's
get
kind of
the
been a little bit all over the place with what's been super popular, but
yeah.
I feel like the biggest thing right now that's been popular is very like hardcore hitting stuff, which is
Dude, I think the next big names in our genre are definitely. I mean, if they aren't already, it's gonna be Hunter Madison and him, dude.
oh yeah.
Them and let me throw a third name into the ring. Jacob Wallace. Those three are gonna be carrying the scene for vocalists for sure.
Oh yeah, for vocalists definitely. I would say as a band though, as a whole, as a unit, I think
But
Victims is going to resurface more
oh
because
yeah,
I know they've constantly been working and I love the grind. I love their
uh,
stuff. But
dude, excellent people too.
oh, Meredith is
Again,
a sweetheart. Absolutely.
yeah, I got to hang out with her for like a whole couple weeks on that tour, and dude, they were so nice, like every fucking night.
I
Like,
only got to meet them once, and it was the first time I saw them. And it was a show in 2018, 2017. It was Victims and Filth and some
okay,
other
yeah, fuck
people.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the only time they've come to Oklahoma that I'm aware of. Both
They
Filth and
they tour
yeah,
so fucking much, dude. It's unreal. Like, I mean, of course, when
dude.
they can tour because they're not touring right now. But like,
Oh
man,
yeah,
like if there's any band I could think of with the word grind, it's fucking Victims
dude.
for sure.
Victims go so hard. I love that shit so much. I wish vocally I could do that. I've been like, I've been
He's
experimenting a
pissed.
lot though.
He's so pissed.
Dude, I know. I've been like working on those a lot, and you'll hear it in the new Zero stuff. I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
cause I listen. I like my vocals as they are now, but I'm always trying to figure out new ways to do things all the time because I
yeah,
just
man. You
don't
can't
like doing one
you
thing.
can't be complacent. You know, you have to
Yeah.
kind of mix it up somehow.
Oh yeah. So now I do like yelly stuff, and actually I have started doing yells like strangle
Yeah.
type yells because I was like, I wonder if I
I
can
mean, as
incorporate
an
this.
Oklahoma boy, you
Of
probably have
course.
gotten a little inspired by them for
Oh,
sure.
oh, definitely. Well, it's so crazy because like Soto, which I don't know if you've ever met him,
Oh
but
yeah, no, I have with his other band, Aberrant Construct,
yes,
with Zach
Zach is a
Smiley.
dude. Zach's a
Zach is so nice too, bro. Like all these. Okay, this whole stream is to be gassing up our fucking homies. Apparently, I'm okay with that. Like, fuck talking about myself. Fuck talking about you. Homie time. Let's go.
dude. No, for real. Actually, fun fact. Soto is the one who's doing our EP.
Oh fuck yeah,
He,
it's gonna sound
dude.
fire then.
People are like getting a deal from him if they're working with him. He's only charging $50 for mix and master per song.
That
That's
won't
it.
last long, bro. That's gonna go up in time.
Oh, 100%. Strangled. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Strangled is also definitely gonna be like the next like big band for sure. They've already like blown
Yeah.
up significantly. Hell, Josh was in a Victim song, like which
Yeah,
that
there you go,
feature was
fucking go.
fucking.
Yeah.
That feature was fire. Oh my god, it was so pissed.
He'll be a part of so much more too, man. That dude is like menacing as a vocalist, but also he scares me in real life.
Dude, seeing them live, we
Bro, that's a big motherfucker, dude.
oh, they're both crazy because they're brothers, and so
Yeah,
which I don't know if you knew this, but I think it's Jacob. He was in Broken Flesh before he was in
I didn't know that.
yeah, which Broken Flesh, if you like Christian like deathcore, or I guess maybe they'd be called brutal death metal. I don't know. I would assume deathcore, but like that was shit was fucking pissed. That was some pissed for God shit right there.
Yes,
Um,
my God.
it really, no, dude, it really was. But yeah, no, they're blowing up huge. Who else is really blowing up lately?
You know, I'll throw a ring in. I'll throw a name into the hat. Fucking. It's okay. It's more of an individual, but I like seeing where his shit's going. But Justin Haskin,
Yes. So,
that fucking rap EP he just dropped is so flame, dog.
dude, it's I. He beat me to it, but no, I'm I'm just kidding. But I actually have like before he released that, I was like, man, it'd be really fun to probably like do like stuff over rap beats. And then
Yeah,
Justin's like, ego. Now I already loved his vocals from like Lost Conduit. Like that shit was
dude, that shit was.
so good. I
Dude,
I just
shout out to Drew Klugger too, by the way, for him putting that whole project together with him and Justin.
oh yeah.
Like people give them shit for all the guest spots, but like, it's fucking fire. Who
Dude, every
cares?
song is so good. Like there's
Every
not
song is so unbelievably technical and just it's not even just on the guitar and shit. It's like Justin's all over the place and honestly like going back to him, like one of the most unique voices I've heard come from metal in a long time. That dude has this particular inflection to his voice on everything he does that I'm just like you just know it's him like so quickly. And that's like more so than other people I've heard in recent time.
the only vocalist that I think he sounds similar to, and only in highs though, is Reese Peters. Like they have a
Okay,
very similar high style. I
I
feel
could
like
see that.
Justin's though is a little bit more like enunciated than
Yeah,
Reese's,
that's his fucking like if he's like key at anything, dude, the enunciation is so good.
which oh god, I'm so picky about that. I'm like I don't
I try
obviously
to,
have to
man, but
understand you because I know it's not always possible, especially if you're
yeah,
just gargling or maybe not gargling, whatever you're doing. But like his enunciation is just like I could probably not know what the lyrics are and I'd still be able to understand what the lyrics are.
yeah.
Like,
And that's the thing, man. Like it does make a huge difference.
yeah, no, 100%. Also, the Barbarossa boys dropped some
Dude,
mad shit. Oh my
I
god.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be like a homie stream. Like
Really,
yeah,
they've been working
yeah,
on that stuff since like because we had them feature on Arrakis like in
yeah,
2019, and they've been
yeah.
working on it even like since before then. So
That
like,
first music video they dropped, man, that popped off, dude. That shit was so tight.
I think Catatonia is probably the one that I really enjoyed the most. I think that's the one it is. It was the one that like premiered through like a metal web page thing. I don't remember
I
what it
think so.
is. I think video wise, it looks like the best like music video wise out of
Oh
all of
yeah.
them. But Homie Thursday, that's
Homie
right,
Thursdays.
that's right.
Hashtag Homie Thursdays.
By the way, thank you
Bust
guys
it.
so much for coming by. But we're gonna go ahead and also move into like actual, questions. I think we've gassed up the homies at least for right now a little bit of enough. Oh, actually, I will say one last thing. Distant dropped Hellmouth, I believe is what it is. That
That
shit's
EP.
fire. Is the
I
EP?
have not heard it yet. Well, oh, okay. The EP is not out yet. I guess the song's out.
No, yes, the
I
song
have.
is.
That shows how much I fucking know. I have not listened to it yet. But hopefully it's amazing. I'm sure it is based on your recommendation already. And I've already seen like I know they got that thing for profile pictures you can like add and like add
Oh
to your profile
yeah.
picture. So I've seen that pop up on like at least 5 people. So it's like, all right, people are digging this shit. I should probably check it out.
Yeah, and he for those of you who might care, he may or may not be on an episode of the podcast at some point. Oh, oh,
Oh my
oh,
god, no
oh
way.
my
Are you
god.
serious?
Oh
Are
my
you
god.
serious, bro? Oh my god. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god, it's so crazy.
Oh my god, are
No,
you
but
serious?
actually, fun fact: the guy who did their mixing and mastering is going to be doing Moon Presences
That's
for
you and
the
Griffin, right?
single. Yep, it is. It is.
That boy, dude, he's so
Dude,
sweet.
Griffin's so good. I love that dude.
I've had like
Actually,
one or two real conversations with him, I think, and it's like I don't know. He's just so nice. Like it's like I don't know. He's like too nice. Like I'm gonna say that a lot. Like people are just too nice. Like there's some homies, bro.
they really
Like all these nice.
Griffin. It's really weird. I'm trying to remember how we met. I think it was that we were just talking about vocals because like I'm always somebody who like I love talking about vocal stuff and just like vocals in general. And we were like just discussing our vocals with each other, and then it was just like cool, we're buddies now. And like to this day, like I'm literally gonna go to his wedding. Like I'm gonna fly to Washington in March and go to his wedding as a groomsman. Like
Yep, that's
that's
fucking sick.
I'm very excited for that. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. And our guitarist Zach, dude is so good. He downs himself a lot, but his
Yeah,
guitar work is just dumb. It is so good. It is like very like
musicians are just self-loathing constantly, man. Yeah, that's why we're gassing people up all the
yeah,
time. We're all depressed as fuck.
hell yeah, Distant. I actually auditioned for them once for vocals, seeing as I'm from Holland as well.
Yo,
Ooh,
what's up, brother? You said you were gonna be here. It's like 3 a.m. for him or some shit right now.
oh my god,
So
what a
the night
homie.
owl, the night owl was fucking here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw your comments about that. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. For mostly Andrew, but I understand it's Andrew.
But he's so cute.
He's such
Stop
a
it.
he's such a cute little boy.
I'm talking about you. Stop it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, gas up.
No, I'm so cute. No, shut the fuck up, dog. We're talking about you right now. I just want to pinch those cheeks. Come over here.
Oh yeah, repping that within destruction. I finally got this, and it took fucking forever, but I finally have it, and I'm so happy because all I wear now is dad hats. Because one, I am a dad, and two, I'm not afraid to say it. I'm balding. It does it make me insecure every time I look in the mirror? Absolutely, but hats.
Yo, what's up? What's up, JT?
I went to sleep, but then I saw Andrew's post.
Oh man, well I guess I'm glad I reminded you.
Beautiful, beautiful. But no, so I guess to kind of really like we kind of already talked a little bit about Yunalesca and what kind of started that, but let's just move like really far back. So the way I know who you are is from YouTube back in the day. And
Yeah.
I mean like I think when I was in high school maybe.
What year was that? Do you know?
I was in high school from 2010 to 2014.
Okay, so it was probably like my super early covers because I started putting out like
You had like your
tutorial.
what the fuck is their name? They're super popular. A Day to Remember cover and stuff like that. And then there was like a video of you like doing a vocal tutorial.
2014?
I
Dang,
thought so.
I think that one was 2016. But the vocal tutorials, I did all three of them in like the span of like 2 years, which was 2014 and
That
2015.
sounds
That's
about
probably
right.
what it was.
I think I
Yeah,
found you probably around then.
the Day to Remember cover was definitely me trying to broach into new territory. As you may have seen, I've always tried dipping into that direction, but I've always gotten like pretty iffy feedback, and I think it's also because I'm still trying to develop my singing voice to be better fitting for that kind of thing. Which I'll go plug right now. Yunalesca is probably like two-fifths clean vocals.
Ooh, is it your clean vocals?
Oh, it's only me and Trevor from Hunt the Dino in this shit. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Which, by the way, I think I've mentioned this to you before, but Trevor from Hunt the Dino and Bro Job he wrote all the drums.
Jeez.
So if you want some insane sounding drums, or if you're into in some insane sounding drum parts, then yeah, you'll probably enjoy the project.
Yeah, man, I finally got to meet Bryce Butler. Speaking of drummers, and that was
The Bean.
he.
He's okay.
It's so funny. He's like the evolved version of our drummer, which I
What?
feel so. It feels so nice because like people always compliment every time we play a show. People are like, "Man, your drummer's so good," or they go up to Craig and are like, "You're so good." And what's funny to me is like they also don't know that he's in like an era type project called
Yeah,
Understanding Eras. Go check them out. And he does vocals on it. So he's like he does different things.
a
Meanwhile,
little bit of everything.
yeah, I need to do something. I need to do something other than singing and screaming like a lunatic. But one day I'll find that thing.
Let me see your chair. Okay, there you go.
He's got a
Is
real
that
gamer chair. Is it $3.99?
the price?
Yeah, it's
I
a
think it was like $130 on Amazon or some shit.
beautiful.
Yeah, dude. Amazon's bargain central. Gamer boy, please notice me. Oh my god, yeah. What's
Oh,
up, Anthony? That's my fucking boy, Anthony DiGiacomo. Let me plug that real quick. Speaking of producers, if you want your shit to sound like god tier professional recordings, you get him to do it. He's actually doing the Until Followed With album. He's doing ours, and he also is wrapping up the Internal Void album. And they
Ooh.
all, dude, they all sound fucking immaculate, dude. I can't stress it enough. So Anthony DiGiacomo, if you want the sauce for your recordings. Make it the sauciest shit possible. Doesn't matter if I'm letting out all the secrets. This is exclusive shit, dog. Like, how much?
Oh, look at
How
that!
much?
Look
How
at
about how?
that!
Listen. You see Alucard XVX right there? Message him directly. He'll hook you up, dude. He's the fucking man.
Look at that! Bam! Marketing, gassing up. That's what we do, baby. That's
We're
actually
making
what this is.
connections today on Twitch.
That's all we do. Really need to change my name to Wilder here to Lamau or
What?
Lamafau. Wait, so
You are
whose Twitch
not
am I on?
mine. You are
It's
not on
on
my
mine.
Twitch.
It is my Twitch. They're like, oh god, I'm on the wrong Twitch.
I followed the wrong one.
Oh no.
Oh man. Whenever I did my podcast with Tyler, him and I were talking about me making a Twitch, and like that was like a year ago, and I still haven't made one.
JT,
I'm
thank
honest.
you for the follow. Oh yeah, you can keep going. I was just thanking people.
Oh, no worries. I'm probably gonna try to start getting on Twitch myself next year. I want to try to get into a house first, mostly because I think we were talking about this before the podcast, but like the littlest fucking noises and my two Cheweenies just pop the fuck off, and it's just like, man, like if you could like shut the fuck up so I could do this shit. Like, I'm honestly surprised they haven't like been barking like crazy right now. But no, that's half the reason why I really haven't streamed. It's just because I'd rather just be in my own place. Because I mean, if I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna have fun and let loose. I want to like scream and all this shit, and just yell at my
Yeah.
fucking monitors and stuff whenever someone kills me. But like, there'll be its time. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, just look for that announcement like next year. I don't fucking know.
No, well, I will make a recommendation. I would use Streamlabs OBS. That's what I'm using. It's free and it's
Fuck
great.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty common to use that, right?
I think people
Or,
it's
or
usually a mix between either this or OBS Studio, but usually it's
gotcha.
OBS because you can screen record, you can do whatever like on OBS, and you can. It's pretty easy like setup for the most part. But
Fuck yeah. Sounds like I've added another friend who can help me with this when the time comes. I had like, so remember that podcast ended with Tyler. I had like multiple people be like, "Yo, like, I'll help you out," and it's just like, really, please. And then it's just
wow,
like underneath my
nice.
desk, I actually have like a mic stand, like that's supposed to attach to my desk and everything. But it's just like I was getting ready to do it. Like it's just I just felt it was probably gonna be best if I waited.
Yeah.
Like I said, just because I want to be able to do it the way I want to do it, and which means no holding back my craziness. I want to be able to have fun, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's been bumming me out because for some reason because the reason I'm not using this bad boy is because for some reason on Discord it always makes like a crackly noise, but if I'm in like OBS or anything and I'm just streaming and that's it, it sounds completely fine. I don't understand why it does this. It makes me want to commit Sudoku that it does this, but you know what? It's whatever. It's the grind. Oh, wow, there's my dirty floor. I'm so sorry that anybody had to see that. But
I want to see more leg. What was that?
oh, you like what you see, Poppy?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna. Lately, I've also been using this. And it has a little Zero Thomia sticker on it,
Oh my god.
and I actually bought the black top because I wanted to have like a gimmick. Because who wouldn't?
Dude, that reminds me. There's these custom mics via Telefunken. I don't know if you've heard of them before,
Yeah.
but I want to get one that's like just like straight up purple and gold.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Hello, friend. How are you? I know you can't hear me, but like, hello.
He says hi. This
He's
is
like, "What up,
Keegan.
gamers?"
No, he said, I'm gonna yank my weed out on stream. He's been doing that a lot lately. He'll just like
TOS,
grab
TOS.
his terms of service, please. I didn't mean it.
Oh fuck. What a
No,
sweetie.
he's I I would do anything for that child.
Aw, best dad is best dad.
That's why it's the dad hats. I'm a dad.
That's all the power is, huh?
Do a podcast with the kid. I'm literally just gonna put him in the chair. I'm just gonna go, guys.
No, just have him set up in the other room on like your phone or something.
Hmm? Put him in the high chair. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. There you go.
No, but yeah, so I know I discovered you through YouTube, but what let's just kind of go back. Like what got you
Yeah.
started into everything? Like what got you started whether it's in the YouTube doing vocals,
All right.
guitar,
So
like
I feel like we had this conversation a little while ago, but for the sake of the stream and just because it's fun, I'll go ahead and talk about it. But my very first band was a band in high school in like 2008 or 2009 called Obelisk. I think we've talked about that because I think you had a project
yes.
called Obelisk, right?
Yeah, I did
And then
a
I was gonna
commission
bring
thing for
this
it. Yeah.
up, how I have this card still.
Yeah, I remember. Oh God, this was early conversation.
Yeah,
Ooh.
this was way back, and so just so people know the reference of this card, I'll get a little sentimental real quick. But as corny as it is, like, so my first band was Obelisk because, well, clearly, and it's kind of just a reminder that just where you fucking come from or where I came from, and it's fucking nothing. Like, dude, that first band I was in, there are videos out there, and they're dude, if you ever heard it, bro, you would laugh at me so bad,
Oh jeez.
bro. It was awful. But anyways, no, that's so it kind of started back then in high school. It was honestly it was kind of funny how it started out. My buddy Dan Rike, he hit me up one day and he's a guitar player and he's like, "Yo, can you do metal vocals?" And I'm just like, "What the fuck are you
Yes.
talking about? Are you
That's
serious? Like, is that how this is going?" And I think this was my sophomore year, and he's like, "Yeah, dude. So you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Fuck it." And I go over there. I'm just like, I try practicing and stuff, and like, it, they liked it, I guess.
that's usually. I feel like high school's when they get you. They're like, oh, bye, buddy. Can you say? Oh God. Yay! He's just doing that for high. See you, Keegan. Love you. Yo! All right, cool. The door is closed.
Yeah.
You gotta do it with power. You gotta do it with force. Bye,
Hell yeah,
Mr.
dude.
Child. He'll be back one of these days, I'm sure.
No, but going back,
Yeah.
it started sophomore year with that, and then it really kicked off. I think the flame was lit under my ass because, well, of course they realized how bad I actually was and they kicked me out.
Mhm.
I was in the middle of Kroger shopping with my parents and they called me and it's like, "Can you talk right now?" And I'm like, "No, why?" And they were like, "Oh, well, we're kicking you out, bye." And then next thing I know, like I just like really fucking practiced the vocal shit and then I got good at it, I guess. Good enough. That's when I started getting good at it. And then later in high school, my senior year, I played in a band called Leviathan's Grace, which had no online presence whatsoever because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. But it was like a weird, like, proto gent slash trivium kind of thing. Like, I did guitar and vocals at the time,
Mhm.
which back then, like, my style of riffing was way more like Trivium Metallica inspired, so naturally it was a little easier to do both.
Mhm.
But that's where that started, and then from there, before I go on, what's up, June? We actually plugged your YouTube earlier, so you should get a couple subs, brother. Um, yeah, so no, I was in that band for a little bit, and that fell off. And then basically after high school, from like I don't know, it was like 2011, sometime between 2011 and 2013. My buddy Alex Austin was working in a studio part time, like as an apprentice or something. I don't really
Mhm.
remember. And I did my first vocal cover in 2013 of Digital Veil by The Human Abstract. And I
Ooh.
used that to join a band that was named Design of Destiny, which you might not know who's in that band by that name, but you may have seen Rusty Holloway pop up on my newsfeed or
Yes.
my profile. He plays guitar. He's the singer. He's been in my Veil of Maya cover. He's been in my Periphery cover.
Yeah.
Phenomenal musician. I'll plug this real quick. He doesn't have a page, but he is working on a solo release himself as well, and it's great if you're into like scar symmetry, soil work kind of stuff. Insane musician. But yeah, I was in a band with him for a couple years, and then up until 2015, um, like by the end of 2015, like we were playing a bunch of shows. Like we played with Chimera, we played with Reflections before they broke up, and I think
Ooh.
Youth Forever was on that. Um, and the next thing you know, by the end of that year, I was in a very toxic relationship, and I basically I was losing my shit and just needed to step away from everything. So I did, and I quit that band. And then in the following years, man, that's when you started really seeing the covers way more. So I started doing more covers, and I think if you go to my YouTube, 2016 is when I did. It's when I started doing my like really professional covers.
Mhm.
My first one was the Reign of Darkness cover
Mhm.
that I did. Um, yeah, it was about 2016, and then from there on, man, it was really just a whole bunch of hit and miss attempts at projects until when was it? It was like the end of 2017.
Mhm.
No, I'm sorry. It was like September of 2016 actually. It was in the midst of me trying to do all of this with the covers and stuff. Um, I decided that I wanted to try to take every. Okay, let me go back real quick because before DoD, Holy War is a whole other explanation though because there's some cool shit behind Holy War that I don't, that is not really public information, but I'll get to that. Um, but if you go back when I was in DoD in 2015, that's when the sneeze popped off, and
Oh
that's kind of
god.
when I started getting some like attention. And dude, I'll tell that story real quick. I was in my car on a Thursday afternoon. It was 5 p.m. I got fucking bored. I literally sneezed, and I'm like, wait, ding! I got my phone. Fucking, I took the video, uploaded it, put my phone up, drove home, and then like at like 9 o'clock that night, it had like 12K views already, and I'm like, okay. And then I woke up, and it was like 80K, and then by the end of the week, it was like 100K. And right now, I've finally hidden the video because I'm kind of tired of the meme, to be honest.
Oh
But it like
god.
I think it's like it was like ended up at like 800K views over time, and I actually there's been two like Hispanic Mexican or no sorry Hispanic metal pages that have ripped it and have got like 1 million views each off of it.
Oh
So
shit.
it went all over the fucking place. But no, going back. So anyways, in 2016, um, I ended up posting a status
Mhm.
with a cover of Shokron's Creatures of the Mud,
Mhm.
and I was just like, look, I can sing, I do fry vocals, I scream. Um, if you know anyone that wants to try to start a band, um, let me know. And Andrew Barfield, I forget where he's from. I think he's either from Oklahoma or Arkansas. I think he's from Arkansas. He tagged Justin Shubis on a whim, and the rest was history. We ended up moving down to Texas. We did Luniform, and we put out that EP. And after that, man, I think there was some growing pains with him moving, and then there was just some weirdness in general, and it kind of went on a hiatus.
Mhm.
And real quick, I hid that Kill Switch Engage cover because it was shit, so that's why it doesn't exist anymore. Same with the fucking same with the Day to Remember one. But yeah, going back, so I was doing Luniform and stuff, and like I said, it didn't work out as well as it could have at the time, but we've essentially put it on hiatus. This is kind of spilling information that a lot of people don't know, because no one knows, but I'm actually in Luniform still.
Oh.
Um, yeah, so they tried out vocalists for a minute. It didn't really work out. Justin's a peculiar person. He really has a particular taste. Um, so it didn't really 100% work out the way it wanted to happen. Um, but yeah, nonetheless, we have intentions to get stuff out. In fact, I'll tell you all this too. The EP's recorded. It's fucking done.
Oh.
Like Sans like one song, but like it's a 9 minute long song, and I just haven't felt like fucking writing it yet.
I feel that.
Like man, it's for those in the chat who've heard of Luniform and enjoyed it, like there's more on the horizon, but this is our little secret chat, so shut the fuck. But no, to answer
Ooh.
his question, man, it's been most of the singing covers, man. Even to this day, I don't think I'm a very good singer.
Hey,
Um,
hey,
it's
shut that up. You're a great singer.
thank you. Um, yeah, no, so I don't think I'm the best singer, and I haven't really had a lot of confidence in it. But a lot of the covers that have had singing, um, I kind of got rid of, and I think there was another couple that I got rid of that weren't singing based, but I don't know. You kind of just realize that some things are, I don't know, they're not up to par with the rest of your shit, and that's kind of what I would do there. But anyways, to go on with the history of after Luniform, so that kind of melted off around mid 2018, um, and I was trying to do a deathcore project, and I'm not gonna really mention names because this person and I are on horrible terms,
Oof.
and it was to a
I
point where
understand that.
he called me out for some shit that didn't fucking exist, and I I don't want to get into it, but the point of the case is we had like a 5 track, like down tempo deathcore kind of fucking thing, dude. Honestly, it was fucking fire. Like it was gonna sound massive, but it didn't work out because I don't know. I guess we just didn't really see eye to eye and stuff. And that's kind of the story of that. But since then, um,
Ooh.
I had some people in notable bands offer me positions in 2019. One of them obviously is in Hellfalled with, and I'm not gonna drop the name of what band asked me to try out, but if you go check out my covers on my YouTube and go to my 2019 covers, you'll know what I'm fucking saying.
Mm.
And while we're here, the same thing applies to the Holy War cover.
Oh
So,
shit.
on God, brother.
Well, actually, fun fact: I know another vocalist who is notable, and I'm not gonna say who because they told me this in Quiet City,
Yep.
but that they also were hit up at one point to do stuff for that specific band for who does the song Holy War, but um, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I think the whole thing with that was there was some weirdness with the future of that band because of CJ, but I think it ended
Yeah.
up working out really well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I kind of.
Nope.
Ah! Fuck it, dude. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But anyways, yeah. So, April of last year, the one band that I still haven't given up yet had hit me up, and I actually turned that down for and Hell Followed with, which in hindsight I'm really glad I did, considering why I quit and Hell Followed with.
Hmm.
Because imagine if I joined a band that was supposed to tour like like 2/3 of the year and then like weren't about it. Like, like that'd be really fucked up if I was like, yo, like, yeah, I'm all about this. And then like I do a couple tours and I'm like, nah, guys, you can find someone else again. Like that'd be fucked up if I had done that. Deputy Master, I think you're talking about Nick Nocturnal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Him and I did a song, I think in 2016 or 2017. Oh, it's not. Oh, I wonder Andrew Bana maybe?
That.
Oh, I know you're talking about Stephen Rose and Cortexophon. Yes. In 2016 we put out that album. Yes, dude. It is some of my favorite material I've worked on. Bar none. Like, just fucking Steven is unreal. Like, if you want to see basically like Necrophagus revived, it's Stephen Rose in anything he touches. No, that project was fucking great. I would love to work more with Steven. He actually is working on a solo release himself, I think. We don't talk super often. It's so that whole project is me, Stephen Rose, and Niccolo Pericini. He's from Italy. And we have this project, obviously, and it's just one of those things where it's just like, it's nothing really more just came out of it, but it's not like it broke up or anything. It's just kind of got put on the sidelines by everything. But yes, I guess in the history of I forgot about Cortexavon. It's just one of those things that since it's not active, it's not something I think about very often anymore. But no, I still have like 40 copies of that fucking album. So if anyone wants one, hit me up. Um,
Oh my
like,
god.
that shit was cool, man. It was really cool. That dude's beyond talented. Deputy, if you want one, just hit me up on Facebook sometime, man. We'll work it out. We'll work out the details there, dude. But
Oh.
we'll go on. I'm sorry,
Oh, I was gonna say. I just want to say that I enjoyed your Apex song.
dude. So okay, so that's okay. So story time. Um, Cortex of fun. Okay, so Anthony DiGiacomo, the guy who's producing my solo endeavor, and the guy who I said you better get your shit mixed by him. Um, so the whole reason why the Apex song exists is because he hit me up one day, per someone else's recommendation. I forget who it was that told him to hit me up. Actually, I think it was the guy from the Deathcore project whose name will not be mentioned. But he connected us, so I don't give a fuck if he's in my life or not anymore because I have Anthony and Anthony's sick. But anyways, no. So he hit me up and he's like, "Yo, I was looking for vocals for a song and so that will not be named, Voldemort." Um, Voldemort asked, or Voldemort said that you could do some vocals on a song, and we worked out something, and then like I ended up doing it, and Apex had just came out, and I'm like, how do I capitalize on this?
Yeah.
And so I fucking did it, and I got shit on. I mean, people liked it, but I also got shit on for it because it was just
Well,
like,
yeah, because like
this
I
is
think
so
you.
corny.
Well, I think it was a mix of the people who obviously, for the most part, enjoy deathcore or anything in that nature. I feel like most of them enjoyed it or liked
Yeah.
it. One because they like
The
deathcore, or two, it's your
honestly,
name.
the gamers hated it. The gamers
Yeah,
fucking hated it,
that's what I would. The gamers definitely, I think, were like, "What the hell
dude.
is
Cause
this? What the? These aren't even clean. They don't even sing. What is this? I don't even know what they're saying,
it's so weird
even
though
though there's
too, because
subtitles."
there's like such a crossover between metal fans and gamers that you would think that more people would have enjoyed it, but I guess I was wrong.
As-
But I mean, even then though, I think we netted like 50K views on Facebook for it, so it didn't necessarily bust or anything, or so I don't feel like
I
it
still feel like it
failed.
did what it, was made to do.
I mean, the way I see it, I got to do a song with my homie, and
Yeah,
that song will actually be a part of an EP that he's doing for Anthony's project called Encircle. He also featured on it will have Logan Adams from Eternal Void, and then Trey Watson. Do you know Trey Watson?
sorry, the dog was
Oh, no worries.
in the in the child's room, so she had to eat him out of
No,
there.
no, but his EP is going to feature myself, Logan Adams, and Trey Watson, if you know him.
The name sounds very familiar.
You've probably seen him. He's a handsome black fellow who does lots of anime covers,
Yes, I think so. I do like
and
anime, so
yeah,
obviously.
he's also in Friend for a Foe, which Chris Breaux from Monuments used to be in.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, dude, monumental singer, no pun intended. Um, he's just insane. He's the amount of talent in that motherfucker just it amazes me. But yeah. Anyway, so that was the whole story of the Apex song. Is that my good buddy Anthony, who might still be here, was needing the vocalist, and yeah, that's what happened. When am I doing anime covers? I don't know.
Yo,
It's funny. I was actually talking to Logan Adams the other day. Because I've been playing a lot of guitar, obviously. So JoJo Stardust Crusaders,
oh my god.
that the Stand Proud intro. I've been debating on learning it so he can sing over it.
That's great.
So I might be doing an anime cover in that regard, but I'm not going to be doing the vocals for it because I would rather have Logan do it because he's the biggest JoJo fan I know.
I would just like to say that if any of you didn't know, Jesus is a Joestar. So
What?
in part 7, Jesus is a Joestar.
I
Legit.
haven't got that far. I've only watched Stardust Crusaders Part 1 so far.
Not to spoil you, but I don't think it's considered canon though.
Oh, is not?
It's a manga, which is weird because it's part
Oh, okay.
7, but I don't think it's considered canon as of yet. But
Gotcha.
I,
Not in,
who
not until they
knows?
legitimize it in the anime.
I'll probably be 50 by the time they get it out.
Yeah, I mean, no shit, right?
Nah, if I was gonna cover an anime song, I probably would do, because lately I've been jamming the Ever Loving God out of Fire Force. Probably Inferno by Miss Green Apple. That shit's fire.
Yo, Fire Force is Logan Adams and Trey. I keep plugging them. They're some of my best friends, dude. But no, they did an incredible cover of one of the intro songs. Let me find out real quick which one, because maybe you'll know what it is.
Probably. I'm a weeb,
Fire Force,
unfortunately.
Trey Watson. It was Inferno,
Yeah, it's so
dude. And
good.
let me tell you, fucking Logan. He shits on himself all the time as a singer. He's a fucking idiot. Like, I'll put this in the comments. Fucking listen to that shit when you get a chance.
Oh, I.
And anyone,
If it's Inferno, I'm definitely going to listen to it.
dude, your jaw is literally gonna drop at how good it is, and that's not a fucking joke. Like the
Ooh.
both of them, man.
I wonder if I could set up a way. Hold on, let me try something really quick.
Oh, we're gonna like
I
live
might.
react to
I
this
think.
shit.
I think I might be able to set it up. Hold on. Chat. This is gonna look really weird. We're gonna slowly move to the side here. We're just gonna slowly move. All right, and
Hold
then.
on. Yo, June. What do you mean? Let's see.
All right, let me see. We're
Wait.
here. You'll
Why?
see.
Why am I confused then? Hold on. Okay, so it's Mayday. Hold on. What did I see? I'm so confused now.
Oh, it's not. It's because it's not. It's
Oh,
not Inferno. It's Mayday.
I know what I did
You.
wrong. Okay, so listen. Logan and Trey did Inferno, but Trey did some Trey. Oh fuck, god damn it. Logan and Trey did Mayday. Inferno was done by Trey and another person. It looks like.
Let's see.
But anyways, no, the Mayday cover. Oh, actually, accidentally linked the wrong cover. It looks like.
It's okay.
But
I'm looking.
June saved the day. June saved the day. He sent the link of the one that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I just found it. Actually. So let me see if I can get this to work. I think I can. All right. I believe in the heart of the cards. I think what I'm gonna have to do is it this. Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Oh
Okay.
no.
No. Okay. I think I have to do another window capture. Give me 2 seconds.
You're good, brother. We got
Thank you.
we got time, brother.
Thank you, Poppy.
Hey, you up?
You
While
too.
you're looking, I'm gonna get some water because I'm parched.
All right. Oh, that's my settings. I hope you guys enjoy that. There we go. All right. I gotta do some. I gotta do some leg work here for a second, fellas. Oh God.
Oh, I did not know you covered that. You're not, yo. If you could get John, link me that in like our Facebook chat or something. That'd be sick to see because I have not seen that. Or if I have, then I'm gonna feel like an asshole.
Let me see where I'm putting this under. I think might move. I might move us a little bit more.
Do whatever you got to do.
Yo.
I'm sure people will
Yeah, I
not
think
mind.
yeah, this looks jank AF, but it's fine. Actually, you know what? I think I can. Yeah. Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
wait, wrong
Much
one,
better.
wrong one, wrong one.
What?
The one June sent, the second to last comment.
Oh no, this is the Inferno cover.
Oh, but I want you to listen to the one of Logan.
Oh my God. Fine. Jesus Christ.
To answer Deputy's question while I'm waiting for you, slacker. I'm kidding. Deputy, it's not something I've really advertised in a while because I've been so tunnel visioned on my own solo endeavor. But it's one of those things, man. If you want to message me about that along, about the Cortexiphan CD, dude, we can talk about it, man. I'm always down to do some shit.
All right. So let me move us back a little bit in frame. Right about there. I think that's fine. Looks a little jank, but I think.
As long as I
Oh,
can
there
hear,
we go.
as long as I can hear it, as long
Yeah,
as I can
that's
hear it.
fine. That's fine. Here you go.
Yeah, no, Logan, I love those boys. Those are my homies, dude. I'll gas them up. Like, fuck talking about me. I'll talk about my friends all over that shit.
Woo!
Oh, oh. Like butter, dog.
Oh my God! Yeah, those vocals are smooth.
Nah, just wait to the chorus though. You're gonna shit.
Woo!
Oh, so fire. And yeah, if Kid Tiger ever needs a new vocalist, Logan's their fucking guy.
It sounds so good. By the way, can you guys hear us still pretty good?
By the way, anyone that saw my Facebook post the other day, Eternal Void's gonna have the album of the year either this year or next year. I fucked up by saying it was gonna come out this year because that's not necessarily guaranteed. But Eternal Void, Metalcore album of the year, fucking quote me.
TBH, I really want to kind of learn bass. It seems like a lot of fun.
So fire, dude. See, like, this is why I think I'm a shitty singer, because I have friends like this.
I could understand that. Them soaring highs.
Why don't you choke on yourself? Swallow the hate and just fucking go.
Ooh, that guitar is nice. I don't play guitar, but that's a nice looking guitar.
I would promote the brand for him, but I do not know the fucking name of it.
It's
Beluga or something?
Beluga?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know.
And I don't know, bass can be hard, brother. Don't knock it.
Oh no, if I'm gonna learn bass, I'm doing the complicated shit. Yes. I want to do some polyphia.
Logan sounds like Andy from Monuments. I can see that. If I were to compare him to anyone, because he compares himself to him, it'd be Elliot Coleman.
I can see that.
Especially in their solo, or not in their solo stuff, but their internal void stuff.
Bro, have you ever listened to Victor Borba? Somebody mentioned him earlier.
Yeah, Jun's worked with him before. That's why he mentioned him. He's fucking great too.
I heard his Blessed Be cover.
Ooh. Dude's so talented, man. Yeah, those boys got it going on, man. Both of them, like, if you're in chat and aren't aware of these two, keep your fucking eyes open because those dudes have so much coming.
We don't have to watch this whole thing, but I saw it, what it is, and I'm very curious of how it sounds.
Oh, I have not heard this one, I don't think.
It's the Yu Yu Hakusho theme.
Ah, shit. Well, anything Trey touches is gold, so it's gonna be flame for sure.
All this stream is turned into is we're just gonna listen to Trey's covers.
Oh, she's done a whole bunch of covers before. That's Nikki, right?
I have no fucking idea. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, no, she's been in a bunch of Drusev Stalin's covers.
Oh, shit, okay. Yes, Yu Yu Hakusho is by far, I think, my favorite anime. But
I have not heard the Astral Chain OST. I wanted to play that game. That one's on Switch, right?
yeah, I didn't really care for it that much, I'm gonna be honest, but
I stole my Switch, so I fucked up. Mario Sunshine's about to drop again. I need to rebuy one.
yeah, I think somebody who does covers really good. Did you guys ever watch Ruby? Any of you guys? I haven't watched Ruby either. I just figured if somebody maybe did or not. Peep this shit.
I couldn't take it, couldn't stand another minute. Couldn't bear another.
Also, I just realized.
Okay, hold on, real quick. No shit, though. No shit. What he said, Yu Yu Hakusho would be fucking canceled in 2020. I tried watching it with my fiance a couple weeks ago, and there's some things that they fucking say in the dub that would not fly.
I'm trying to think of what it would be, because I recently watched it. I'm trying to think of like what would be when in Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, is it before Dark Tournament or?
There's like there's like multiple things that they say that aren't necessarily, I guess you would say, PC or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Like for example, Kuwabara called someone an R word.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. Okay.
I mean, it's a product of its time. Things
Yeah,
are obviously
for sure.
different, so it's like you can't really knock it. But like, if it came out today, like he said,
Oh
and
yeah.
they kept that, it wouldn't happen.
There's many
Would not
things.
happen.
There is many dubs that would be canceled today.
No doubt.
Easily.
Okay, real quick, can we go back to Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge fucking soundtrack?
Oh yes.
Do you remember that? It had a fucking drowning pool on it and Disturbed on it. That shit was so lit.
Did you see that Maximum the Hormone was in Resurrection of F?
Yes, that was so sick.
Dude, they're such.
Oh yeah, Deftones Change was on that soundtrack. That's right.
Man.
Fuck, dude. New metal banger that fucking soundtrack was.
Dude, oh my god. I remember man, I always find villains a lot cooler sometimes than the actual like heroes of shows sometimes. Like
My Hero Academia, my hero, dude. That's the biggest example of that.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh man, like Stain, for example.
Did Thanos do anything wrong? I don't really think so.
Nah.
Did
Hashtag
he?
Thanos was right.
Thanos did nothing wrong.
Good God, man.
Fire soundtrack. You know what a really fire soundtrack is? And it's not really metal at all, but Life is Strange.
My fiance played that recently, and that was actually like an emotional game.
It is.
I was not expecting the feels by the end of that game, dude.
Oh, it is. It is one of my top favorites, and the soundtrack got me into indie music. I feel like even more than I was into it like before
Yeah,
then. Now I haven't played the second one. I've played Before the Storm, but the Near Our Top. My friend Chance loves that soundtrack, and he does composition music. He eats that shit. He eats it up.
I still need to play Near because a lot of people compared the gameplay to Devil May Cry 5.
It's man, Nier is a weird beast. It's like several different game types in one, and I'm not really sure how that works, but it does. And
Jesus,
Square
dude.
is also just crazy
Man,
because
there's too many
Square.
Wii games I want to play. Because have you played Persona 5?
I have the Royal Edition.
I want to play that too,
It's
but
so
it's like 90 hours of fucking game. I'm just like,
dude. It's so good. It's a single player game though, so you can just do whatever, like whenever.
yeah,
I
that's
guess I
true.
can. Oh, wrong
But then
one.
I'm also the guy that bought Ghost of Tsushima and like has not finished it. I put like an hour into it and I like stopped playing it.
I've heard
So
it's
what?
really good though.
Oh, I mean, it was, but it like didn't hold my attention, unfortunately.
I've had that happen. I did recently get the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles remaster though, because that
Oh
shit,
fuck,
the soundtrack on that, so good, so good.
man.
I'm a big Final Fantasy dude. Like
I mean,
I've been playing
like
Final Fantasy 14 now for like
same dog. Look at that.
hell yeah,
It's the Brotherhood from 10.
yes. You know, fun fact, I've never hell yes, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Yes, my guy. If you ever want to play together, because now you can do that in the remaster. You don't have to have a Game Boy Link to do it, because that's how you had to play the multiplayer back in the day. Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts? Oh yes.
dude. Look, hot take real quick.
All right. I'm ready for it.
I'm not gonna play 3. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I
Okay, so
like
hear me out
they
though.
waited too fucking long and they fucking shorthanded the whole fucking game. Apparently, all the story happens in the last like 30 fucking minutes or some shit, or like the last hour or something.
So I'll say this. I agree with you. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is honestly one of the worst ones. I think Recoded is the worst one. Because I don't understand the importance of it. Because literally at the end of the game, spoiler alert, but I'm saving you the trouble of playing a terrible game. All that game tells you is what the letter in Kingdom Hearts 2 says. That's it. That's literally the entire point of the game. That's it. There's nothing else.
What?
But three, so my issue with three, right, was that the story. I think the story outside of the Disney stories was great to a degree, and the Remind made it 10 times better. But
They took out like all the Final Fantasy characters, didn't they?
they actually with Remind they added them back in. Um, I think the worlds were trash. Personally, I think most of the worlds were trash. I'm also because Treasure Planet is my favorite Disney movie. Um, they were like, so we're going to include Treasure Planet, but we're only actually going to include it as like a little Easter egg thing. That's kind of it. And I'm like,
That's a cock tease for sure.
but I mean, it looked beautiful. Don't get me wrong. The engine that they used for like with Unreal Engine, it looked great with the
Yeah,
Pixar movies. Like Big Hero 6 was actually a fun world. Pirates of the Caribbean was like, yeah, I mean, it was Pirates of
so
the Caribbean. I think
co-
it's a great movie series, but in
correct
Kingdom
me if I'm
Hearts,
wrong, but I've heard that like all like the worlds were basically like you played through the fucking movies and there was nothing really different
yep, that's pretty much it. Well, like
besides the Toy Story. Besides Toy Story, right?
Frozen was the biggest victim of that. Frozen, literally, you had to listen to Let It Go, but the only difference is that in like one or two scenes, Sora and all of them are there. That's it. Other than that, it's literally basically as if it was from the movie. The Tangled World was actually really fun. Monsters Inc. was not. Um, what else? What else was in there? I'm trying to think of all the worlds. Uh, oh, Olympus, didn't really care for that. A lot of the Disney worlds were just not good. Like Big
Yeah,
Hero 6 was really good and it looked amazing. It felt amazing to play. They were really just well, Big Hero 6 was the only one that was kind of like a continuation of the movies.
yeah,
That's kind of it. But Remind was really cool because it expanded on which you haven't played 3 so you don't know, but in
no,
Toy Story's world which also sucked. There at the very beginning is a cutscene from a game that also looks like it's from Square, and it's hinted maybe, or people are like theorizing that it's from Final Fantasy 13 Versus. And
Okay.
yeah, and so that there's a whole conspiracy with that. But in Remind, kind of a spoiler, kind of not a spoiler. Um, so Yozura is the guy who's like the main protagonist in that cutscene. Well, he
Yeah.
actually is really important apparently to the story, and you fight him as a final boss in that DLC, which he's voiced
Okay.
by Dylan Sprouse, which is
Oh shit.
crazy because he does a really good
Yeah.
job. But
Hmm.
he straight and flamed me with the toy box,
Goddamn.
dude. Like, but no, in Remind they included all of the characters back from like Final Fantasy and stuff,
Yeah.
which Squall's my boy, so I
Bro,
had to have
apparently,
him.
apparently you should have put fucking video games as one of your tags on this stream.
Oh, you're right though.
Because we, oh, dude, bro, Cyberpunk. So look,
Yes.
look, look. This is literally like the exclusive Cyberpunk headset.
Oh my god.
Bro, I am so fucking ready for that game. It's all I can fucking think about some
Listen,
days, man.
if I can't fuck
Like,
Keanu Reeves, I don't want to play it. I don't.
dude, I can't wait to play like the female V and have the humongous cock, dude. That's what I'm ready for,
We only play Funataris here. Traps.
dude.
Mm. Futanaris, yes.
Dude, that's my wheelhouse, bro. Don't get me started.
Hey, I'm not against it at all. Whatever, man. Do what you want. I'm
It's
all for
2020,
it.
bro. Free love, dog.
Free love, baby.
Yeah, no, it's no co-op. It's all single player as far as I know. I don't think there's going to be any multiplayer integration in Cyberpunk. At
Which,
least upon launch, I've heard some things about some
hmm?
multiplayer, but it's not necessarily like co-op for this story.
Oh god.
Correct, June. Correct.
Trap is not
Not
gay. That is also correct. And even
respect
if it
women's.
was,
Respect women's.
oh, jeez. But yeah, no. And even if it was, who cares? It's okay. It's 2020,
We're getting
baby.
we're getting a little political here,
We
dog.
are, we are. But it's okay. It's my stream. So
There you go. Yeah, so a couple years down the line, there'll be some multiplayer
yeah, that
option
sounds
for
about right.
Cyberpunk.
I'm
Fine
trying to
by
think.
me.
Ooh, Elden Ring though.
I'm not
Elden.
familiar.
Oh, it's a new From Software game that's going to be coming out. And if you,
Okay.
yeah, like Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
That's why I don't know shit because I
Yeah.
am too chicken to play Dark Souls.
Do okay, play Bloodborne at least. My
I
wife
think
has even platinumed
I
Bloodborne.
think I have it. Hold on.
You probably did. You have you have PS4, right? Also.
I guess I don't have. I guess I don't have Bloodborne. Oh, I was thinking of Dishonored. That's
Oh,
weird.
what the fuck? It's not even the same game. Elden
But it's-
String. Oh, I'm definitely getting a PS5 though, 100%. I'm gonna get
no
that
doubt.
Resident Evil 8, baby. Oh, I personally really loved Resident Evil 7. I thought it was really, really good.
Story time. So I had it for VR on PS4,
Oh
and
God,
I played it for 15 minutes, and I threw up, and then I returned it.
I
That fucking sucked.
I
And then
honestly I didn't enjoy it in VR. I like just playing it as is.
listen, Sean, man. I'm not gonna play Dark Souls. You want to know why? It's because my fiance has been trying to play Neo 2, and I know it's a comparable game to Dark Souls, and she's been getting her ass fucking handed.
Okay.
And I'm saying this before she gets home because she's gonna walk in that door and give me shit for saying that because I give her shit all the time about it.
Okay, but listen though, Neo plays differently than Dark Souls and any of the Souls games. Give it a try, my guy. Come on. Come on. At least
Yeah,
Bloodborne. Bloodborne I feel like you'll probably like a lot because it's
God, I
got
gotta.
it's really good lore. The parry system is 10 times easier than Dark Souls.
Honestly, I'm not the best gamer, dude. I
Oh, you
don't
don't
like.
have to be, but I mean, I can help you, baby. I can
Oh,
co-op.
that's not what I mean, dog. I mean in terms of
Oh.
my commitment to games sucks. The only game, well, that's a lie actually. The only games that I've completed in the last 3 or 4 years was Final Fantasy VII remake and Final Fantasy 15.
I actually really liked Final Fantasy 15 to a degree. I listen, back in the day when that first was starting up, I bought all the shit for it. I have the movie, I have the side games for it. Like,
Yep.
oh my god, dude. And then when it actually
Uh,
came out, I have all the episode DLCs.
do you not like 15?
Who?
You don't like 15?
Oh no, I do. I was saying I
Okay.
literally bought all the shit for it. I still think it's a really good game. I think the story could have been handled a little better at the beginning. Like it shouldn't have taken episodes of DLC to been like, oh yeah, so plot holes. Here you go. We kind of fixed it somewhat.
I will say that like the one example of the kind of bullshit shoehorning of DLC was pretend I'm Gladio for a second.
Oh my
Be
god,
right
yeah,
back. Be right back. What the fuck? You're in the middle of trying to help the king. Shut the
yeah.
fuck up. What do you? I mean, I have not played the DLC for the record, so I don't know how relevant it actually is. But
So
like, that was such an odd cop out.
it's literally all, and you know what, it's been long enough. You guys have had enough time to play Final Fantasy 15. I don't care. So Gladios's episode or Gladio's episode is literally he goes with what is his name? It's the I can't remember what his name is. You meet him in the game, but he goes with him to like do a trial thing, and he fights Gilgamesh. But it's not Gilgamesh like you see him in other games, where he's kind of like the Deadpool Final Fantasy. It's like some weird version of him. I mean, it still looks cool, but like
Yeah.
he just fights him in like a. It kind of plays a little bit like Dark Souls, and that's it. That's literally it. And then he comes back like, all right, guys, I beat Gilgamesh, so now I'm stronger than I was before. That's it. I don't.
Anime. That's an anime tropey shit thing right there, dude.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm with you, dude. Final Fantasy 15, the end of it, even though the story like really didn't make much sense by the end of it, like the scene with him and Lady Unifreya at the end made me cry like a
Oh
bitch.
yeah.
Like I was like, why am I crying so much? I don't even know why the fuck I'm crying.
Man,
And
oh my god. Have you played episode Arden?
I haven't played any of them.
Oh my god. So my man Arden, I feel like is actually the protagonist that just got fucked over. No, now hear me out. Here's why. So in the beginning, Arden was actually like a god kind of type
Yeah,
deity thing, and he was in love with somebody. Well, the king of the Luci or whatever, not the king of the Luci, but like Regis's like ancient ancestor who was around that same time, basically
yeah,
was like, "Hey, I'm gonna like get you in trouble so I can take your girl." But and then so Arden's like, "Well, that's shitty," and then he gets imprisoned forever, and then he gets found by the Empire, and then they're like, "Hey, you wanna come help us out? Everything's been fucked." So he's like, I guess." And then when he tries to because he decides to take revenge on
yep,
the whole entire like kingdom and stuff, and he's and he encounters a Bahamut or Bahamut. I never remember
yeah.
how to pronounce it, and he's just like, and Bahamut's like, yeah, you kind of have to fight Noctis and stuff and fulfill that destiny, and if you try to like refuse it, he's just like, cool, I'm just gonna stab you a lot of times until you basically agree to do it. So
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
no real reason for choice. And to
dude.
go back to the chat, dude, yeah, that campfire scene at the end though
Oh yeah. Oh.
feels like, oh my god, I forgot about that one. I mean, honestly, yeah, the whole fucking ending, I was just like,
Oh
no,
my god.
like, the whole fucking time, dude. Like, despite barely having an inkling of a clue why, but the campfire scene was more of an understanding why, especially with like,
Prompto with beard hair
oh,
was very weird. I didn't
hold
like
on,
that.
oh yeah, that was weird. What's his fucking name? The guy that cooks. I have a
Oh,
new recipe. Like
oh,
that guy,
Ignis. Yeah.
Ignis. Dude, the whole thing. Ah, I'm gonna cry now, dog. Like,
No, fun fact though, in his DLC, there's actually a way that you can save everybody, and like
hmm.
everybody gets a happy ending, and Noctis and Lunafreya are still alive, and I'm just like,
I don't know how I feel about that though.
yeah, I was like, so this is possible, but why?
Does it take place after the game?
No, so basically you play as Ignis, and I guess you sacrifice yourself. Oh no, you wear the ring, I think, and
Okay.
somehow you fight Arden, and everybody lives. That's
That sounds like some fan fiction shit.
it. Basically was, but
What the fuck?
no, the ending of 15 is really sad. I've still never played through the remake yet for 7. I heard it's really good. My friend lent it to me, and I just never got around to playing it. So I don't know. I mean, I've watched Advent Children. I mean, I know pretty much the lore of the game from YouTube videos. I've just never played it.
Nah, you know what?
8 was my and is
A,
always my
A was
favorite.
my childhood game, man. But honestly, like, I want to replay 8, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I've become a graphics snob, and it's really hard to play like a game that dated looking.
Oh,
Like, I have the remaster. Don't get me
okay. I was about
wrong,
to say
but it's just like I
it
don't know.
still
Like,
is kind of yeah.
let me add on to that too. The only game that I can tolerate that's turn-based at this point is 10, and that's because I have so much nostalgia and love for it. Um, but I don't know. Like
Six
eight,
is really
I would
good.
I would love to play through eight again, no doubt.
Oh, eight is I've played through that game. I don't know how many times. The soundtrack, Nobu Umatsu,
Yeah,
love him, love him all the time. And six is also really good. I haven't beaten it, but I have played through six a bit, and then four I almost beat, but I got stuck on like the very end of the game, and I kept getting frozen by a normal mob, and I just couldn't progress, and so I just gave up. And I've never beaten it
Jesus.
since.
Damn, dude, you're failing, dude. You gotta go back. You
I
gotta
know.
gotta get back there, man.
Still waiting on. I just don't understand. Like, if are they just gonna make each part $60 or like what's?
More than likely. I mean, for what it's worth, like the seven remake was a full game. Like I think my full playthrough of it was 50 hours, and I did all the side quests and everything. So it's like I'm not upset that I have to wait for more. In fact, I've been thinking about replaying it because I loved it so much. But yeah, I'm a little curious too. I know that part two is in development. That's about all we know though.
Yeah, I mean with Square, it's always like Square puts out really good games, but God, dude, they take fucking forever, like all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw. I can't believe we're still talking about all these video games and stuff right
I
now.
know.
But I don't know if you saw, but there's officially been a Twitter page made for Final Fantasy 16.
Yes, I saw that, and somebody actually confirmed by like acting like it was their account and tried to
Yep.
do a password reset that it is a Square Enix like account. So
Yep.
I'm very excited for that. But no, I've just been playing 14, honestly. I tried playing WoW, but I just wasn't getting into it as much. But 14, good. It's great. Love it. It
Never
is.
played it. That's the online one, right?
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
They're actually releasing a new expansion
I
here
think the reason
soon.
I think the reason why I haven't played it and why I don't like some other Final Fantasy games is because the reason why I like 7 and 10 so much is because it has that perfect blend of like the fantasy world and like the technology, and I really love like the
Yeah.
technology side, like the futurism of all of it.
Hmm.
But I'm not like a super crazy fantasy guy. Like I'm a sci-fi guy over fantasy any day. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like for me, it's like I kind of hope 16 has that same kind of appeal, like they've been going in that direction of. But I guess we'll find out. Yo,
Hey,
what's
what's
up,
up?
Patrick? Mr. Teal.
Okay, I guess one last thing on the games thing.
Yeah, we've put an extensive amount of time into video games
Yeah, we
tonight.
really have. Play Bloodborne. Do it
Oh,
anyway. No, but all right. So I think we've covered Yunalesca's birth,
yeah.
your background for the most part. I think we haven't dived too much into why you're not in as or and Hell followed with. We haven't really
We
dived
kind
too much into that. We
we
dived
kind of
kind of did, but I mean, if you
um
want to touch more on it, we
no,
can.
that's fine. We totally can. The short of it, man, is that like I got to tour and it's weird. There's like a weird catch 22 with it. Like I enjoyed the touring because hopefully one day you get to tour. I hope everyone can that wants to experience it because I'll say
Mhm.
there's something about being gone away from home for like 3 weeks that like just the feeling of being unchanged from your home life for a little bit, just relinquishing everything in your life besides yourself and what's right in front of you is that is a fucking feeling I don't think I'll ever experience again outside of touring.
Mhm.
It's
It's very
awesome,
like
man. Like
freeing, yeah.
it's something very freeing about that. But at the same time, it's just like while I did thoroughly enjoy that, while you might not be able to tell right now, I'm honestly a bit of an introvert, and I really just like I don't know, like I, not taking showers sucks, and I know it kind of sounds like a cop out, but at the end of the day, it's just like I don't think I could do that like how some people do it like most of the year. Like for example, like the aforementioned band I will not be naming unless you go check my YouTube. um, yeah, like if I say I took that on, I was trying to do
Oh
200 days out
God.
of the year,
Yeah.
dude. It would be bad,
Plus, you'd
man.
be
Like
going from like country to country, not even like state to state.
see that's the other thing. It's just like my whole thing is just like in my free time I watch a lot of travel vlogs.
Hmm.
Namely like Bald and Bankrupt. He goes through a lot of like Soviet and Eastern European countries. But I watch some other people as well. like Indigo Traveler and stuff. Like he's been to Pakistan and other like Middle Eastern countries. And man, it's just like there's so much of the world I want to see, but seeing it in the light as a musician is going to be far fucking different than it will be as a band. Because as a band, you only get so much time, and you have to be at these places, and you only get to see small little areas of the grand scheme of things. And honestly, man, at the end of the day, like in terms of traveling, like I would love to travel, but I want to travel on my terms. I want to be able to
Yeah.
like really be able to take in wherever I am. So for example, like say we got a tour in Japan, I would love to be in Japan for like more than like a week. Like I'd love to like book
Yeah.
a 2 week trip there or something.
Not to
But like
mention, like you'd want to like actually spend time doing stuff
yeah.
in Japan, not just like, all right, well,
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna buy as cheap food as I can and then go play.
I would come to the Philippines too. I bet the Philippines fucks. It sounds like a great fucking vacation spot. Like I'm like I would come hang, dude. Like it'd be sick. I would imagine flights to Philippines. Oh, A, Philippines is probably expensive to fly to, but B, I doubt any Americans are going to be allowed there for another year. So.
Oh, I doubt any. I mean, are Americans allowed right now in Japan? I don't think they're allowed anywhere at the
Okay,
moment.
I think like the only like one of the only places we're allowed. There's like 3 places we're allowed. I think there's someone in Africa and then like Croatia.
Oh,
Dude, it's like
that's very
people do
weird.
not want Americans in their country right
I
now
don't blame
because
them. We're fucking stupid.
we're fucking stupid and we're all sick as shit.
I was
But
because Oklahoma apparently kind of has been like spiking here and there, and I've been like, well, I mean, I haven't seen people not wear like masks or anything. And then I go down to we have like an art district, and I
yeah,
wanted to take my wife and kid down there just to kind of chill out, and we all were having our masks and stuff on,
yeah,
and like a shit ton of people just did not have anything on like whatsoever, and I was like, well,
yeah.
this is why that is. Okay, I understand now.
But yeah, no. Going back to the health audit thing, man. I mean, ultimately, it's like I had a good experience out of it. It was really great, and I feel like it was the experience I needed to decide kind of my direction as a musician,
Hmm.
and kind of because I've always, I'm sure you've seen with like other bands I've been in. I'm like, oh, when I go tour, where do you want to see us? And it's just like, in hindsight, it's just like I pushed it, but it turns out that it's not for me. It's not something I even want to do.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I would push any musician who wants to try to tour to do it. Get a tour underneath your belt. My first one, I believe, was I think it was 13 days. And then I was also in Michigan for a couple days before that. And then a little bit after that, I was stuck in Chicago. So like I was basically gone for like 2.5 weeks. But like I said, like after that week and a half, the disassociating from my like home life, it's rewarding, but you have to be the kind of person to be able to handle it too. Um, and no, Luniform is it's a very complicated thing with Luniform. It's like yes, but no. That was a part of it at the time. Um, but it also was one of those things where it's just like it wasn't a deciding factor at the time. It was one of those things where it's just like it was up in the air, and there was some disagreement with it, and it just kind of fizzled out for a while. Even when that is revitalized, I don't know if we'll play shows or anything. I personally am okay with not playing shows. Here's a hot take: I don't really care for shows. Like if I go to shows, it's mostly to see people. And I know that's a pretty sacrilegious thing to say as a musician, but for me, a music listening experience is just a little bit different. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean. Like singing live's cool, but
Hmm.
like for me, at the end of the day, like I just it's not how I like to enjoy music. And you know that's to each their own, of course. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I mean, really, if you want me to really get into this with you, it's just like I've never really felt a part of the scene, anyways. I don't feel like a metal dude. I don't really feel like I belong per se. So it's just like the whole like touring life and thing and being a part of that circuit. Just
It
it
just
just
feels
has
kind of foreign, yeah.
yeah. Take it easy, Wilder. And John, yeah, dude. Honestly, like we were talking about earlier, like the Yunalesca shit, man. Like I hate to be dramatic, but I think it honestly kind of like saved my ass during all this quarantine shit. Having that outlet to put out all these songs, man, like it's been a godsend, dude. Like it's been great to be able to like sit here and play all this music at home and write all of it. And honestly, I found way more fulfillment than I have writing this album. Bless you. I
Oh,
found way more fulfillment writing this album than I ever have as a vocalist doing anything. And I wholeheartedly mean that. And I know that's a crazy fucking thing to say, considering I put like a decade into being a vocalist. But man, I've always had this yearning to create on guitar, and I've never had the ability to. Well, I've had the ability to, but it's one of those things that it was so like fair weather for me. It was one of those things that I never would fully get invested in the way I wanted to. And it's just like I've always been into huge riffs and stuff, and I like writing riffs, but it's just like I never practiced enough to make anything of it. But now that I've had the time to really hone in on it, and obviously I've had all the time in the world outside of when I'm working, it's just man, it's just honestly been more fulfilling. And that's just the whole thing really is that like I didn't like come back from that tour and decide, yeah, I'm gonna quit and Hellfalled with. It was a culmination of basically just getting back, seeing how the world was changing, and then just having all the time to think and having all the time to play guitar, and then just realizing that when I was writing these riffs, like I'll pick up the guitar and the next thing I know, it's 4 hours later, I have a whole song, or at least like a rough idea of what I want a song to be, and it's like my body got this like serotonin rush and I just feel on top of the world because I actually created something. And I don't mean to discredit you or any other vocalist or myself even, but I have just found so much more fun in creating like the actual composition versus just being the icing on the cake. Which
Yeah.
of course I'm still doing that. I'm doing all the vocals on the project, and those have been a lot of fun to write too. But I guess the whole thing is like being my own boss and doing this. Outside of the drums, which I think I mentioned, but Trevor Scott from Bro Job and Hunt the Dino is handling all the drums for the album, which he's already done. It's basically just in the queue to be mixed and mastered. Um, but yeah, man, like I hate to say it, but it saved me, dude. Like I honestly think like if I didn't dive into music as hard as I did during all of this, like I'm honestly scared to think about it too much because like I was not okay for a little bit. I'll get real with you for a second, man. Like it just was not okay. Because here's the thing, man. I do IT and I'm working from home, and
Mm.
so obviously I don't have any of my resources. I don't have the ability to talk to people and get advice as quickly. So I'd be like panicked on a ticket, and then I'd start screaming, and or like I'd be so, and the dogs would start barking, and then I think my restlessness, because I haven't been sleeping very well. My restlessness started at the beginning of all this, and honestly, it's just like I don't know. I don't really know like what I'm getting at here, but man, like at the end of the day, like I just wasn't doing good. I know a lot of people weren't doing good in the beginning of all that, but man, like if it wasn't for having music as my anchor that kept me in a good spot, like I'm scared to think about like if I'd be around or not. Which I've never been like super suicidal, man, but I was edging at that point in time. Like it was. I don't know, man. Like this, the whole it honestly is mind blowing how just the state of the world politically, just however it's talked about, just on the outside, but then also just like the whole world's in fucking turmoil over everything that's going on. And then of course I'm stuck at home. In fact, next week we'll make 25 weeks working from home. And mind you, where I'm sitting right now is basically where I sit every day
Yeah.
for like 12 hours a day. Because think about it, I'm doing work here. I'm gaming here. I'm writing my music here. My leisure time on YouTube is here. Um, it's like fucking everything, man. So it's
Yeah.
just like, being in the same spot and being so stuck with yourself for so long, man. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but we all fucking got it. We all had to deal with it. And I
Yeah.
know that maybe people, even some people in chat, might resonate with the thought of how it was for them. But yeah, the short of it is, man, like that it saved me. And going back to the health with thing, that was kind of it. It's just that I just got home, all this stuff was happening, and I just had all the time in the world to think and just really stew on it. And then yeah, come beginning of June, I finally messaged Pat, and I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Like this isn't it. Like in fact, he actually had to kind of get it out of me. I actually had a message like typed up for like a good week and a half, and I was just like, do I really want to do this? And he asked me like, I forget what the context was, but he asked me like, do you want to be in this band still? And I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna get out of this, this is when to do it. And we got out, and we're still on good terms. I think people like really wanted to
Like it to be
believe.
like some beef or something happened or
Well, dude, I mean, look at all this shit that's happening right now in our scene. Like
yeah.
everyone's getting ousted for who knows what. Bands are breaking up. There is a lot of drama. Um, it's I guess I don't blame anyone for speculation, but at the same time, that's the problem too, is that people are so fiendish for fucking drama and they rather find it in places that it doesn't exist. And that's
Yeah.
a huge problem, especially because here's the deal. You saw my post. I very brazenly explained why I quit the band, yet everyone messaged Pat and everyone blew up the band and was still asking the band, hey, why did he quit? And speculating all this drama and shit. And it's just like, I
But I
laid it
already,
out.
yeah, I told you what happened.
Like, it's like, that's kind of my problem too, man. It's just, obviously I want the scene to be better, but it's just hard to be an active participant in said scene.
When all
Once,
it's doing is kind of
yeah,
just creating beef that's not really there.
yeah, just the
Yeah.
behavior of it all. And to kind of tangent real quick, Patrick, yes, she does tattoo. But I have to ask, what do you mean by how did she handle like COVID? If that's what you're talking about, I can elaborate on that for sure. But I just want to make sure. You know what? I
Yeah.
guess we'll wait for him. But
Well, my Nick quit.
that's a good question too. Why I wonder why Nick did quit as lay dying.
I
I
mean, it could be anything, honestly, nowadays. I mean,
I don't think it's anything malicious. It seemed like they were
no,
all on good terms by the end of it.
no. I
Um,
will say the Tyler Carter thing, definitely came out of nowhere. Did not expect that at all. But
that was a strange one to see for sure.
it was definitely like, whoa. But I'm not too sure why he would have quit. But yeah, I mean, if it wasn't something that was done of like a he's kicked out immediately, or if he's like anything like that. Usually, if somebody leaves, 9 times out of 10, usually in my experience of what I've seen, it's not always malicious. But
Yeah,
if you're kicked, then yeah, I mean, obviously, it's probably
yeah,
something that happened. But
different story for sure. And Patrick, no, she basically worked like a couple weeks, maybe like a week or two after I got home from the tour and was working from home, and then she was basically off work for a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, no, shit was tough for us for a minute, dude. I mean, she got unemployment, but not to boast, but she makes great money tattooing, and we're able to do a lot because of her, more so than because of me. And in turn, that really kind of stopped us from doing a lot. But at the same time, like we had each other through all of it, so it did help a lot to have her home because I also get the feeling that between music and her not being home, I would have had some problems, man. It wouldn't have been good. Um, but no, she didn't get to work, but she's back at work now, and she's got appointments booked just about every day. I couldn't be more proud of her.
oh, yeah, I know because I also work IT. I work.
That's right.
I'm with Dell, and I'm contracted with another company who's contracted with the state, and so
Yeah.
essentially, I take calls for like people who call in specifically to PC support, and man, it is a trip.
Man, yeah, I believe it. I work on like a managed service provider help desk. So we
Mm.
have like 60 different clients, so like they all have different kind of needs and shit, which is why I stress out because like
Oh
everything is going to be a
yeah,
little bit different. Because
because you work in teams, right? Like, or
um
do you work like solo, like on things?
um so like we work off a help desk in a program called ConnectWise. We do have teams to communicate with the team ourselves, like in between like everything. But like we have people that submit into like a ticketing system. How am I dealing with IT? I'm going fucking nuts.
Yeah, I feel that.
um,
I've literally been working from home since like March.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like March. I want to say it's the 15th. I don't know if that's accurate. March. Okay, no, I got home on March 16th. But yeah. And honestly, dude, I hate calling people so fucking much. Like I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't mind talking on the phone, but when it comes to work, I hate it, and it's mostly because I'll be honest, I'm just kind of afraid of failing. So it's like whenever I'm on a ticket, I'm already unsure of what I'm doing. If I call the person, I don't want to make an ass out of myself because
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be the professional.
Oh
Like
yeah,
fuck,
for
like
sure.
you know.
Yeah, and IT. It really also depends on like what you're doing in IT. Like for example, I'm doing stuff where somebody might call in and they're saying, "Oh, this program isn't opening up. My drive isn't mapped or something like that." And it's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna map your drive. Do you have the path? Okay, cool. You have the path." But I
Yeah.
also get called ma'am a lot, which is interesting.
What?
Yeah, I get
It's
called
not
ma'am a lot on the phone.
you. You don't have a womanly voice. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, here, let me give you my actual. Hi, thank you for calling the service desk. My name is Darian. How can I go ahead and help you out today?
Okay, when you
Is
do
that
your customer service voice, perhaps there's a bit of
a
truth to the
hint?
statement.
A hint of it. Yeah, and I was just like, well, I guess I'll just play to this. And I feel like sometimes it works in my favor, sometimes it does not.
Yeah, no,
But
for sure, for sure.
I'm gonna trade off. Oh, okay.
Is your kid being a little terrorist?
Of course. Um,
Ah, of course, yes.
of course. But that's okay. We've still got time though. But no, like working in IT is just a very interesting thing. And my a wife also worked with Dell for a while. She was contracted though, but we were worried that Keegan might have gotten sick, and so for a while she took like sick leave for
Yep.
him. And then essentially they were like, "So we're gonna ask you to resign and not fire you." So essentially she couldn't get unemployment. So
That's fucked.
yeah, it was pretty awful. For the longest time, I'd been the only one making money in the house, like as a total, and that shit.
How can they legally just force someone to resign instead of firing them?
It's a good
That's
question.
strange.
That's a very good question. I don't know. It was maddening for sure, but I mean, we got through it still. And now Alyssa does
Yeah.
have another job. She
Good.
works with a car company, which honestly, sales stuff like our bassist Patrick, which he's actually in the band with Daniel Cece also from Croesus for that
Oh
Sozin's
shit.
comment. Yeah.
Okay.
So just a
Fuck yeah,
little
dude.
little bit of something there for you. But no, like he makes so much fucking money. He just buys merch like in and out. And Alyssa is actually getting a commission check plus her check. And she's getting like $800, I think, possibly from
Oh
commissions.
damn.
I'm like, yes, yes, I want this.
Ballin'.
Yeah,
That's how I feel every time my fiance comes home with a fucking paycheck. When I hear it's like $2,000 for 1 week, sometimes I'm just like, what the fuck,
I want that. And give me that. I'll make an
dude?
OnlyFans. Like
Tax season for tattoo artists is where it's fucking at, dude. But obviously it didn't happen because tax season fell on COVID.
it did. Yeah.
So no, we got fucked this year. I'm sure like our income this year is far less because of that. But better luck next year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which this job, it's for the most part been pretty reliable.
Yeah.
There's been times where I thought I wasn't gonna have it anymore, and then something. There's always something that happens that either I'm like, oh god, I just want to quit, or like something else happens and it's like, oh, it kind of slightly gets better, and I'm like, okay. So I mean, right now I've had to change my mindset to like I'm using this as a way to be able to still keep working on my stuff, my
Yeah.
music, maintain like my life at home, everything like that. And that's kind of what's mentally got me through it. Because I'll be honest, like I've been with this service desk for like 3 or so years, and I've been with 4 accounts now on it, the same like service desk, but with different
Fuck.
people. And there's been times where I just like I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to
Yeah.
do anything. It's just depressing, dude. And like I was
Yeah, it's
also
tough some
having
days, man.
issues with like my vocals of thinking like God, I just I'm so fucking awful. I don't know how to record myself properly, like or at least it's never good enough for me, and just
Yeah.
a bunch of things.
Yeah,
Like
no, because if you're already fucking depressed and have 1,000 things going on, if your performance is slightly off, you're gonna hate yourself
yeah,
because that's such a personal thing, your voice. So like, if you're already having a bad day and then you're having a bad vocal day, ah, bud. How do y'all find working from home compared to working in an office? If I wasn't working from home, I wouldn't have like 16 songs. I'll
yeah,
say that much. I'll say that much. It's a blessing and a curse because,
I
like I
feel that.
said, being here for so long, dude. Okay, so let me go into another tangent. I have found my body to be significantly weaker than it ever has been because I haven't been in the gym in over like almost a year now. As one thing, um, and then the other, I honestly like. I could be doing like home workouts or something, but I really haven't, and it's honestly because of motivation, just based on like depression or whatever.
Yeah,
But like I was this is gonna sound corny, but I was like working on like kind of trying to choreograph parts of our music video for Saturday for like the guitar stuff. And like after 2 playthroughs of the song trying to headbang and stuff, I was nauseous like the rest of the fucking day. It was bad.
I have not.
But overall I find there to be some perks to working from home. It's just the thing is too, like I said, I feel like I have far less resources working from home. It's kind of tougher to collaborate with people on tickets and stuff because I'm working from
Yeah.
home. So like I said, I feel like a fish out of water whenever I get stuck on a ticket. I'm in the middle of a call, and normally I can be like, just like, hey, so and so, can you come over here real quick, and then put the client on mute real quick, and then just like kind of work through it. But instead, it's just like, I might not get a response for an hour, and I'm having to like panic work through tickets and shit.
Yeah, oh, I feel that. Yeah, for me it's been a thing of cuz like my bed's literally right there. So
Yeah,
like I have to get up at like 7 and then which when we do go back on site, I hope to God I don't have the schedule because it will not work if I do. But I get up at like 7, sometimes like 10 minutes before I have to go in, which is like 7:30, and like I'm just like barely awake and just already like I don't want to do this, but I know I have to. So it's like a blessing that one, yeah, I'm home, so like I don't have to drive or anything like
yep.
that,
Saving
and
the gas.
you really are. Yeah, you're saving a lot of money on gas,
I don't know
but
about you, but what I've done, I've made a habit out of this every morning since I've been working from home. But first thing I do every morning, get in the shower, I get dressed, I put fucking shoes on. I'm at my desk with shoes on all day, just to like feel like I'm in the position of being
oh
at
yeah,
work,
that'll help you.
just for the sake of like keeping myself kind of in like a regular schedule, which kind of helps keep the sanity of being here so often.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's been one of those things where it's just like I'm home, which is great, but it sucks that I'm home because like I could not be doing this because I'm home. But
Yeah, no, for sure.
no, I think oh, did you find it? Okay. Sorry, my wife was looking for some wipes,
You're
but
good.
yeah. Let me see. I think because we already kind of covered that you've been working on guitar. I feel like since this whole and you've been doing guitar for like a decade, but like you've really been
A lot of
hammering
people
down
don't
on
know
it.
that,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
yeah. We talked
And
about
it's
that a little bit earlier, chat. That he's actually been doing guitar stuff for like 10 years. So
yeah, since like I think actually it's probably been longer than that. I got my first guitar as a BC Rich Warlock, that ugly fucking thing. Um, I got one in like I think 2007 or 2008 as like a Christmas gift.
yeah,
Um, and it's just like honestly, it's like yeah, I've played guitar for 12 years, but really I've only taken it seriously for like I don't know. I don't know how I'd quantify that into like amount of years.
yeah. Would
But
you say there's been like any other like crafts or anything like that that you've picked up? I mean, obviously you've been working on these songs, you've been working on
yeah.
Yunalesca and a bunch of things like that. But is there like anything like that you feel like has helped you like maybe mentally or
Um, Smoking a lot of weed. That's about it. That's the only other thing that keeps me sane.
oh my god, beautiful.
Like,
So
I mean,
insightful.
um, Luniform Yunalesca question. What kind of lyrical themes are you working with? Um, the Luniform stuff's always kind of catered to like the mental health advocacy kind of stuff. There's been a bit of a shift in that too. I would say, in fact, if I were to compare EP1 to EP2, EP2 is far more pissed off lyrically. Um, but regarding Yunalesca, it's been a bunch of different things actually. I'll kind of give you the run of the mill here with what I got. A lot of it's some of it's mental stuff. I definitely have songs. I actually have a song titled "From Halfway Down," which is a reference to a BoJack Horseman episode.
I
And
heard that
it's a
show is really good
okay.
and
Listen,
really fucked up.
it is dark as fuck, and it is so good. But like, you have to get past like the animal shit because people like think it's like fucking corny. I think it's great because Will Arnett's hilarious, and so is Aaron Paul. But
Mhm.
anyways, so I have songs that obviously deal with the psyche and being in dark places. I have songs about like future dystopian kind of like kind of bullshit. Um, I have other songs about just there's more positive stuff like trying to overcome your bullshit. I mean hell, the first single that we're doing the music video for, it actually is directly about quarantine in my experience with it. Um, I'll just go ahead and spoil it. The song's called Vanta Black. And the song is basically about what I just said. For example, the main lyric of the song is "When hell is your home, every room becomes a mouth," kind of implying that you're at home so much, and your safe place doesn't become safe anymore, and it kind of just eats you alive to be here for so long.
Mhm.
So that's actually kind of like what we're doing the music video about. It's like it's basically being trapped and like suffocating in your safe place. Um, so that's a cool little thing there. But I have like other little more fantasy-esque songs. Like being a martyr against an army of demons kind of thing was one of them, which is really
Yeah.
fucking. I hate writing songs like that. For the record, I think writing like traditionally metal songs is fucking corny, but sometimes it calls for it, right? Um, but no, there's a variance of lyrical concepts that I've been toying with. It really just depends. Um, I don't know. There's a song on the album that is particularly personal. I'm not gonna get into the details of that, but there's stuff on there that I think will cater to everyone, and there's definitely like looking at this track listing, I would say three of the songs are political as fuck. It's relevant though.
Yeah.
It's not even about like America per se. Obviously like I incorporate little things that will allude to it, but at the end of the day, it's just a general thing about the state of the world, politics rather than video game lyrics. Yes, one of the songs actually about Yuna in Final Fantasy X doing the sending in Kilika Village towards the beginning of the game, where she does the whole summoner's dance and sends
Oh.
the pyre flies to Yevon.
Oh, is it just like in like the perspective of her doing it?
It's like a split perspective thing. It's like part of it is like her guardians talking about like how we need to continue the pilgrimage to defeat sin, and then the other half of it is the whole kind of thing based on her because you haven't played 10, right?
I've played most of 10. I've beaten 10
Okay.
too,
So if you
weirdly enough.
remember, it's one of the CGI scenes is where she's on that like
Yeah.
that fucked up like little like
Oh,
island town,
yeah,
and it's like
and she's
all
just
pink
doing
and she's
the yeah.
dancing. That scene is directly what that song's based on.
Oh, wrote a song
Yeah.
about Shadow the Hedgehog and Doom. Okay.
Someone loves his video game lyrics for sure. I haven't really done any video game lyrics, but that's mostly because that's not really a medium that I stem from songwriting wise. And it's also because I don't really play a lot of video games.
Hmm.
Well, I mean I do, but it's just like a lot of them. Like I'm not the best gamer. I'll pick up a game. I think we talked about this earlier. I'll pick up a game, but I don't really commit to it very long. I have a very short attention span, unfortunately. So it's like every so often a game will do that. So for example, the two Final Fantasies that I mentioned, because after I finished 7, I'm like I need more of that shit. So I replayed 15 for the second time. But no, like in terms of video games, I'm inspiring lyrical concepts. It hasn't really happened yet outside of the one instance on this album. But I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again. I mean, I play enough games. I mean, we talked earlier about how there's an Apex Legends song to my
Yeah,
name. So I mean,
for sure. I mean, I'm
shit.
literally in Moon Presence, and all we are is like a Bloodborne, and maybe in the future more than Bloodborne, based project. So you know.
When are you gonna make a metal version of Fall Guys?
Oh Jesus
I'm probably
Christ!
I'll play that game with you, but I'm not gonna make any music about it.
What would it even? Watch us
Uh,
fall from the heavens. Repeat. Rinse
you
and
already have
repeat. Yeah,
you're already halfway there, dude. You
I
got it. Like
know. I'm
it's
just
all
gonna.
you.
That's right. But
That's okay. That's actually really cool. That that theme that he's talking about in the chat about his second album, that actually kind of reminds me of almost like not exactly obviously, but Veil Maya's Matriarch album. How like
mhm,
every song had to do with like a woman of some sort of like fiction or
mhm,
fictional tale or whatever. So it's like I know it's a little bit different because I don't think the lyrics necessarily pertain to the title of the songs and who they were about, but I
more
still find it to
so,
be a
yeah.
similar. I still find it to be like a similar concept for sure.
Oh, for sure. I definitely enjoy songs that allude to themes of other things, but I also enjoy songs that are just like what you are feeling at that moment, and that's what a lot of this new Zero stuff is.
Yeah.
Is just a lot of me dealing with just being angry about stuff, or like I think I have a song that's called Pity Party, where it's just I'm tired of like people throwing pity parties for themselves, and like
I also have one of those songs, but I
yeah.
have a different. I have a different name for it. I actually called it Main Character Complex.
Yeah, and then I have one called Copper King, which is just like copper being like one of the metals that like nobody really cares about, even though it's in all your pennies and stuff. But
That's kind of clever actually.
thank
That's
you,
that no like legit like if the theme of the song is how I envision it based off the name and what you just said, that's clever as fuck.
thank
I
you.
like that.
But it's been a lot of
Yo, hold on, it's 420 right now in Holland.
hey,
Yeah, yeah.
dab, I'm gonna bring it back to 2000 and like oh god, like what 12,
Dude,
13?
shut up. It's still relevant. I dab on all the haters.
Oh my god, do you dab or do you dab?
I can't afford that.
Beautiful, but all right, I think I have got a unfortunately bring this a little bit to a close. Is there any other bands or people that you want to shout out that you maybe have already shouted out before, that you just want to shout them out again?
Let me go ahead and I'd really like to just shout out everyone that's on my team. I say team. Obviously, I don't have bandmates outside of
Team
Trevor,
Patty
but
Cakes, yeah.
and in terms of the team that that's helping make Yunalesca come to life. Um, Shout out to Anthony DiGiacomo for mixing and mastering it. Shout out to Logan Adams from Internal Void. They will have album of the year either this year, or next year. Mark my fucking words.
Ooh.
Trey Watson, he's doing all the vocal production for my album. Bless his fucking soul. You heard that dude. He's
Yeah.
um, obviously got to shout out the fiance wherever the fuck she is.
I think I
Oh,
saw her
whoop.
like walking in like the background, like through the
Yeah, no, I'm
thing.
sure she was. Shout out to her, of course, for being an incredible partner in the light of my life. Um, Shout out to Rusty Holloway. He contributed a solo to my album. I mentioned Logan. That's because he's going to be on my album as well. He's going to be on the closer song. Um, Trevor Scott, drummer of Hunt the Dino and Road Jobs, doing all the drums. Shout out to him. If you've heard his projects, if you haven't heard him, just go ahead and give him some spins. And then Joshua West is the guy who's doing my video, and he's an immaculate videographer. Is that the word? I don't really know.
I think so.
Anyways, that dude's got the fucking eye for videos, and if you need a video, regardless of where you are in the States, hit the guy up because he's willing to travel and he's looking for work, and it's some of the most professional shit that I've seen come out of a non-professional, you know, I don't know, a videographer, whatever you want to call it. Like in terms of someone that's trying to make it on the way up, like the dude slept on, and I can't wait to see him, blossom.
Oh yeah.
Um, Aside from that, though, shout out to the pups, and that's really about it, man.
Yeah,
And then, of course, one more thing. I don't know if they're still watching, but all my homies,
cinematographer. Okay.
my cinematography, my daily homies. Y'all know who you are if you're in the chat. I'm not really sure if you are anymore, but y'all keep me going, so thank you.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for like watching and like taking the time to just chill, hang out with us. We had a lot of fun. I feel like, you
Show
know.
the dog is a goodbye. Hold on, real quick.
All right.
All right, Domingo, you're up. Oh,
I showed my child. Now show me yours. Beautiful.
he's like, he looks like Dobby, doesn't he?
He does a little bit. I feel like
Dobby needs a
all.
stock.
Oh.
He's the best dog.
But no, I think if I'm gonna shout out anybody, one, since you were on our EP before, shout outs to that. Fun fact, your part I think was on our first shirt, so
No shit.
I think so, yeah.
That's fucking sick. I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah, but no, shout outs to like everybody in Xerophthomia. We've been working so fucking hard on trying to like make sure we make as good of content as we can. And we're actually like instead of making this DIY for the most part, we're actually working with Soto, which please go support Strangled if you aren't already. Check
Yep.
them out. Check out Aberrant Construct. Zach Smiley is a beast.
Dude, the Tech 9 of metal, dude.
He really is the Tech 9 of metal. Like he also
And yeah,
loves Tech 9, but
real quick, Patrick, yeah, he was concerned for his life. That dog is the most anxious fucking thing. He's the embodiment of anxiety. So that's why he looked like that. But no, go on. I'm sorry.
yeah, but no, and then shout outs to both Griffin and Zach and Moon Presence. They're both phenomenal at what they do, and no matter what they may be going through mentally, I want them to always know that they're doing so good, and I'm proud of them. And also, shout out to Simone whenever we get our stuff sent to him. His mixing and mastering is really good. You should hit him up. He's really cheap right now. Do it. He did Hellmouth from Distant. Also, check out Distant. Check him out.
Check out everything.
Literally, just check out everybody. But
Like, go back and just like take note of everything we've said because there's a lot. There's at least like 40 names we've dropped.
we've dropped a lot of people's names. But yeah, who knows? We might do more streams in the future that might just be like maybe we'll just all react to stuff together. I don't know. We might maybe do some gaming videos together. It just kind of depends on what all we're doing. Which, speaking of which, I said this earlier. The vocalist of Distant might be on the podcast eventually, but who knows?
That'll
But
be cool, man. I'm stoked for you.
yeah, no, I know David from My Own Will, which he's a sweet guy also.
David is so nice. I got to meet him in Michigan. He gave me the biggest hug I think I've ever received from anyone.
Yeah, My Own Will
Dude,
slaps.
yeah,
It's
no,
not
he's a
something-
sweetheart, dude. Shout out to them for sure. They're a good bunch of people. I'm
Oh
glad I
yeah,
got to meet them the one time I got to tour out there.
yeah, but no, I think that's pretty much it for all that I have on my side of like things to shout
I
out. But
I got nothing, brother. I think we're
yeah,
good.
I think we are good. So thank you guys so much. If you haven't, I would appreciate a follow, but more importantly, please go check out Luna Leska. Um, and
Lunalesca.
yeah, I had to like space myself out, Luna Leska, and just go like support the project. I'm gonna try to do an invite all, but for some reason it's acting jank and not letting me do that. So, but
It's okay, dude.
no, I'm gonna get you famous. I mean, you probably are gonna be anyway. And I don't
Luna
really have,
Fresca.
I don't really Luna Fresca like the
Oh my
soda.
god, how many? Dude, wait.
You can make that a
Oh,
shirt. You can make that a shirt. Just change the logo to the Fresco logo, but have it be Yunalesca. But Unifresca.
that's so
Market
corny.
marketing, my guy. It's marketing.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'll put that into the wheelhouse of ideas.
oh
I
my
don't.
god.
We'll talk about that one.
Yes. But no. But either way, like I know I've really appreciated you guys being here for this. I know Andrew definitely has, because obviously this whole thing for him, I'm sure, has been just something, to say the
Yeah,
least.
it's
But
definitely good. It's kind of good to get some of this stuff like publicly, like with my voice, rather than just kind of typing it up on Facebook. Even if only a very small fraction of people see it, it's still very cathartic to talk about some of the stuff we did tonight. So I appreciate you having me on, man.
yeah, no, and like I said, we'll probably talk, in other streams and stuff, as well as just outside of streaming and
No,
everything
no,
like
no
that.
doubt,
But
dude. You'll hear from me.
oh yeah, I hope so.
My people will
But
talk to your people.
all right, yeah. All like two of them. Now you have to. Oh my god, this is very
Oh
fun. I need
God.
sleep. Yeah, I
Yo,
had
get
a
some.
lot of fun, guys.
Listen, you need to get some sleep because it's like however fucking late. And then John, from fucking the Philippines, it's 10 a.m. He works overnight, so he hasn't gone to sleep.
Bro,
These motherfuckers are up.
go to sleep.
I'm fucking saying, dude.
Like, I need you to like really just go to sleep, please. I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, Morty. Go to sleep.
Oh my god, that was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Caught me off guard for a second.
Yeah, apparently people say I do that one really good a lot. But yeah. I try to also do the
God.
hormone monster, but it doesn't really
Oh
work
my
out.
god. Stick it right up your butt, Morty.
Oh yeah, Morty, you gotta stick it right up your butthole. Just way up there, Morty.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Well, fuck yeah, dude. It was an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, nah, man. It's been great. See you guys later, and peace.